Plans to run protected bike lanes down both sides of Central Parkway could just be a few weeks away from getting started.
But not everyone is in favor of that proposed plan. This afternoon, both sides had their chance to get in front of some City Council members to express their views. Local 12's Rich Jaffe was in chambers for the passionate debate and joins us live from City Hall. Rich.
Curtis, this hearing broke up just a few minutes ago, and there were so many proponents of this plan that the city actually brought in additional bike racks so they would have some place to park. Now, almost everyone is in favor of some sort of bike path plan. The opponents to this particular plan say it is the plan itself that they object to, and also the way it came about. The Bikeway proponents rolled up early for the council committee meeting.
A great idea for our whole city because it will not only be great for the people who ride bikes, or people who want to ride bikes but are nervous about it now, but also for drivers, for businesses, for people who are riding on transit, and for people who are walking. The
current proposal calls for an in- and outbound bike lane along Central Parkway with a parking lane that floats side to side during peak and off-peak hours. The primary concern comes from tenants of this building. Dr. Brian Terpstra is concerned about what happens to his Parkinson's rehab patients if current street parking in front of the building goes away for a bike lane.
It's going to really limit our ability to get handicapped people in, especially when they start out their rehab in initial stages. They're very disabled. And you know, we're trying to do something very innovative, and with the current plan, looks like it could actually kind of squash that. I mean, it can take us, even with parking right at the curb, sometimes 15 minutes just to get a very disabled patient into the building.
The head of the city's Transportation and Engineering Department offered 3 alternative proposals, each of which would, for a price ranging from $40,000 to $150,000, create parking places in front of the building. While the Bikeway has been in the works for a couple of years and money's already appropriated, the worried business owners say they didn't find out about the proposal until after it was a done deal.
I'm appalled.
Council members Young, Seelbach, and Simpson didn't like the idea of making changes at this point. However, Vice Mayor David Mann and Councilman Kevin Flynn appeared more sympathetic to the plight of the business owners. The bike plan as it stands was actually approved by the previous city council, but opponents say that this is the first time that they have had a chance to voice their objections to any of the council members. In the end, they really didn't do anything at all today in that committee meeting. The only remaining change possibility for that bike plan rests with the mayor if he happens to bring it up in front of the full council, but even then he would need to bring it for a vote, and they'd have to have enough council members to vote to change it. At City Hall, Rich Jaffe, Local 12 News. Curtis?
Wheels of council turning a little more slowly. Rich, thank you. Combination of city and federal money would pay for the Bikeway. It's slated to run from Elm Street to Ludlow Avenue.